What's up, nerds? Just wanted to give you guys a heads up that we hit a little snafu again. Los and I were just talking, doing our thing. When finished the show, we noticed that we ran out of time on the memory card. So we had no idea what time it stopped recording, but it wasn't too bad. It was towards the end of the show, so you'll hear a funny little edit. We're talking about artists on Instagram, and then we go into video game talk. So thanks for listening, you guys, and keep it nerdy.
And here we go.
What's up, nerds? Welcome to another episode of Nerdy Entertainment Syndicate. We're coming to you this time from base of operations in Themyscira.
Ooh.
Right here we can get a good date on this island.
I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of skeletons out there that look like men skeletons.
Oh, I'm sure they're probably bad dates.
You think so? Well, as long as we're allowed to be here.
Yeah, anyways. So how's your week been, man?
Not too bad. Uneventful, not too much things going on. Just anticipating our Civil War movie, and that's pretty much it.
A few more days, yeah.
Yeah.
Civil War will be out. Finally see it with the group of nerds.
And rage out and say it's one of the best movies ever.
Did you realize there's two options for shirts with the 4-color comics?
Yeah, the Iron Man
And the
side
cap?
and the Captain. Yeah.
Did you know you can get both?
Hell,
It's like an extra $5 or an extra $10 we can get.
still my wife's. That's
Okay.
fine.
Oh, she got a Iron Man?
I put Team Iron Man on her.
Your size?
I think so.
Scandalous. Yeah, anyways, so news for the week.
Pretty
Here we
slow
go.
week, to be honest with you. Not too much crazy things going on. I know on the board, what do you have? You got Tomb Raider cast?
Tomb Raider officially cast. Yeah, we talked about it maybe a couple episodes ago
Mhm.
that Daisy Ridley from Star Wars was in the running, kind of in talks to be the new
Right.
Laura Croft. But now it's official. Alicia Vikander. She's
Ooh, where's she from?
she's the lead in that movie Ex Machina.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
What was that? The Man from U.N.C.L.E. remake.
Yeah.
And just recently that one of those Oscar movies with Eddie Redmayne. She was like one of the leads in that too.
So we know she can hold her own then.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a good dramatic actress, and we haven't seen her in any action physical parts really, but I'm sure with all the training,
The Man
and
from U.N.C.L.E.
she wasn't really too physical in that one. No action scenes for her.
No, but she was very smart.
She was super. I think that movie was underrated. I
It really was. It was actually a really good movie, so
liked it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. But yeah, she's officially the new Lara Croft for the Tomb Raider movies.
Did you see the original Tomb Raider movies?
The Angelina Jolie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
For what it was at the time?
For what it was at the time, yeah, cool adaptation of a video game that
Had a lot of impact on us. I mean, I played the original one on computer.
I actually never played any of the original ones growing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. Man, that was some sexy triangles there.
It's 8-bit, 16-bit stuff.
Yeah.
It came out first on PlayStation, right? The original PlayStation.
Right.
That's when it
And like I
debuted.
said, I had a demo for it on the computer, and it was pretty good, man. It was very adventure-like and everything like that.
Yeah, it's those action adventure games and
Mhm.
stuff. So that kind of led into what is now like Uncharted type games and
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, are they making this because she's relevant now, or is it? I mean, do you feel like there's a need for this movie to be made?
I don't think there's a need for it, but I think it'd be cool to have this rebooted. Maybe they can start a new, like, everything's franchise now.
Right, correct.
All these companies want franchises. So Tomb Raider came out with those 2 Angelina Jolie movies that did well.
Right. Right. Sorry.
New addition to the show.
Yeah. He likes to interrupt.
But yeah, again, they're going with the franchise. It'd be cool to see something new with Tomb Raider world and a new Lara Croft, especially this actress who's kind of hot right now.
Right.
She's so hot right now, as they say in Zoolander.
But So have they even talked about a script yet? Are they going to base it on like their? I mean, before she was.
I think it's kind of based on the reboot of the video games also.
Okay, how
Because the
she
reboot
becomes
of
a
the
badass.
yeah, like kind of origin take on that. So no word on the script. I think there is a director attached to it.
Okay.
So that's the news for Warner Brothers getting their new franchise up and going.
So that's cool. It's gonna be interesting. Like I said, we'll release more information as it trickles down and we hear.
Yeah, I'm
things
excited. I mean, I'm a fan of Alicia. She's gorgeous. She's a good actress. And
Oh, she was great on Ex Machina, man.
that movie was amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That ending.
The whole movie just, I mean, the fact is there's 3 characters in the movie. That's it. Wait, 4. There's slight,
Yeah.
the house
Yeah.
maid, whatever.
But, anyways, moving on to Punisher.
So it's official.
This was everywhere too.
This was rumored a while back. We even talked about it a while back too. A possible rumor that Netflix will have a Punisher standalone TV show.
Like I was telling you, when my parents were telling me about, hey, have you been watching Daredevil 2?
Yeah.
You know, they enjoy the Punisher. I mean, you already have his origin story done. That's done.
In Netflix.
It's there.
Daredevil. Yeah.
You know why he's doing the things he did. You know, so that's out of the way. And like you said, Daredevil 2 is a little bit of a Punisher / Daredevil, co-op movie kind of deal.
Yeah, / Electra in there too.
So yeah, exactly. So if anything, Netflix had ordered the show before it was even confirmed that they were going to redo it. Netflix said, "Hey, we're putting an order for."
Yeah, because I remember the rumors. We even talked about that previous episode, but it's official. They even got like a little teaser out for it. It's just kind of like
Just a skull.
just that black screen and the skull comes up.
And it's pretty much Netflix just pushing more for it because, like I said, they put the order. They went to Marvel and they said, "I want these episodes," which means they're opening up their wallets. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, I mean the reaction.
Oh, yeah.
From it was amazing. The positive reaction, and John Bernthal as the Punisher was amazing. Too.
Amazing. Yeah, pretty much reviving his career there.
I think he was just on a steady uprise, and then this kind of like
And an extra
cemented
boost.
him, kind of like he's in, man.
But I'm excited. I can't wait, to be honest with you. And God, you could technically, they already have 3 shows. You have Jessica Jones, and you got the 2 Daredevil seasons, right? So just individually, and they've all been hits. Can't wait. I mean,
No word on when it's coming out, but yeah, I mean we got.
they
Luke
work.
Cage.
They work quick. I mean,
do.
they're very quick. I say within. I'm guessing early next year.
Early next year.
Yeah.
Well, they still got to throw out Iron Fist in there. So Luke Cage is the end of this year. Iron Fist should probably be early next year. If anything, maybe later next year.
I mean, it's
Well, yeah,
easier.
they could
It's
still
it's easy to film.
mix around,
You know, and what now? There are talks on he's gonna be in the Defenders, maybe, possibly.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
So it's just rumors.
Uh-huh.
Since he's already there, why not use him?
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
That's gonna be cool.
So yeah. So that's out there for you guys who
Big
will
news.
enjoy the Punisher, seeing him in Daredevil. He's gonna be, hopefully. So they confirm it yet? They said Marvel said yes. We're gonna make the shows.
Yeah, I mean they have the teaser trailer already,
Okay.
so that's official. And Netflix put that out there a few days ago. So you guys can YouTube that if you want to check it out. Quick little 20-second teaser, just a black screen, and you hear the little Penny. What was that little nursery rhyme that he told his daughter? And,
Oh, the one that he's always singing in his head,
Yeah.
kind of before like accepting death.
Yeah.
He's just singing it.
And then you see that white skull come up on screen. That's it. But I mean, that's official,
Oh yeah. I mean, there's already a buzz of it. So what we got next on the board?
See, news. A lot of DC news just came out this last week. As far as the movie world, the universe, the Flash, the movie for the Flash lost its director.
Now,
Uh,
when it comes to movies and rumors, when you hear someone lose a director, does it scare you? Does it get you like
it worries me
on
a
the
bit.
edge?
I mean, just recently we had all the problems with Gambit.
Right.
Like it lost 1 or 2 directors, and then rumored of Channing Tatum wanting out.
And then he said
then
he was out.
Then
Then
he
said he's
came back,
in.
and then they got a official director, and now that movie's kind of like off the schedule or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the Flash losing its director, it's not a good sign so
No.
much.
And you like I asked you earlier, was there a reason? And
It's just creative differences is all it says so
which
far.
could be anything,
Yeah, the scheduled director for it was Seth Graham Green. Is the guy's name. He's a writer. He actually wrote Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter or something like that.
Cheesy movies, but I like them. I saw each one of those movies.
I haven't seen the Zombie and Prejudice one yet. I
Yeah.
saw the Abraham Lincoln. It was decent. I liked it. It was
Like
enjoyable.
it's cheesy. It is what it is. It's
And
not.
he was actually attached as far as writing the sequel to Beetlejuice too. So he's been out there in the writing world, in the movie world, and I think
But
this
for
was,
him to get
this
Flash,
was about to be
I
his
don't know.
first directorial.
Maybe they can see why they had creative differences. Maybe his outlook, like keeping it B horror style kind of movie, and maybe they're not looking for that kind of deal.
Maybe yeah, because Flash isn't a horror movie.
No, but you see what I'm coming from,
yeah,
right? What
yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah. I think there was also rumored that Phil Lord and Miller, the duo team of Miller and Lord, who directed the Lego movie, were supposed to direct the Flash movie, and these guys have good, a good pedigree
Chemistry,
in Hollywood.
yeah.
But hopefully, the loss of Seth Graham Greene kind of brings in Miller
More
and
serious
Lord,
directors
or
kind of.
Miller and Lord maybe. Hopefully that duo, because they have like a good comedy chops. Oh, they did the Jump Street movies. So that would be a
okay.
good tone for the Flash movie, keeping it kind of light and funny, because he is kind of a
He's
a light character.
a little bit of a goofball.
Yeah, he's got snarky attitude. He's funny. He's got quips and stuff.
Yeah.
Like up against the Justice League.
Spider-Man version of
The DC.
DC
Yeah,
world.
yeah. So yeah, that was a little disappointing to hear that, but hopefully, I mean, because that's another maybe 2 years down the line.
Yeah,
the Flash movie.
and just hearing this now is like, you know how it is. You hear bad news and you're like, all right, so this is gonna postpone it longer. than
Hopefully it
needs
doesn't
to be.
postpone it because it's already so far down the line. But that this has actually brought up more rumors about the DC universe. It was even rumored that now the director to Aquaman kind of was possibly going to back out, or
Jeez.
ooh, is this going to scare him away? But he just recently tweeted like kind of like a little picture of himself with Aquaman painting behind him, just kind of casually
Like
texting
saying,
on his
like,
phone,
hey,
kind
I'm
of like,
still
no,
here.
I'm still on, man.
Yeah.
Don't believe the rumors type of stuff. And there's just a whole bunch of stuff about still the Justice League.
Yeah.
You know, like Warner Brothers and Zack Snyder butting heads about the Justice League movie, and it's just bring up all these rumors. Hopefully, it's not true, like some previous rumors that we discussed.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's going on with the DC universe. It's kind of sad that it's getting all this.
It's BVS. It's because of BVS. I mean, we can beat it about around the bush. It's because of BVS.
It is, but I don't understand why. Just let them make these movies, man. Just let's get this
I just
content
want to
out.
see them out in the world.
Let's just get this content out, please.
But
And more rumors
okay.
in the DC world. Green Lantern
Uh-huh.
rumor about a possible director would be George Miller, who directed Mad Max.
George Miller.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
the
recently came
guy
out.
has brilliant ideas.
He's been a director for a long time, directed all the Mad Max movies. He's got a couple other movies under his belt, but just the resurgence of him back with Mad Max.
Right. So wow. I mean, so we
So
can
that-
already, if that's the case, you can already think visually stunning.
Oh yeah.
Visually
The
stunning.
Action was going to be amazing, especially with the Green Lantern characters. Just listening to a YouTube podcast right now, Mad Max in space, basically, you know, with these Green Lanterns. So it's going to be, hopefully, because he was even rumored to possibly direct the sequel to Man of Steel, or a Superman Part 2
Okay.
sequel. So for DC to get George Miller would be awesome.
It
Massive.
would, and this is a little bit of a good rumor, a little notch, you know.
Yeah, that would be good.
People have seen his work, his resume, so it speaks for himself. So that'd be great to see his view, his take on it, and bring that amazing aesthetic visually to it.
Yeah, and as we talked on a previous episode, remember he was going to direct the Justice League movie?
Yeah,
He everything was all cast, story was set, but it just never went through.
and that was like years ago,
Yeah, it's like early 2000s. And rounding off DC movie news,
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck to have full control of the Batman movies, which is
Amazing.
perfect.
I mean, who's gonna question his direction? He's a great director.
Nobody should.
And they really shouldn't. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how he came to the movie world. Him and his best friend directed a great movie.
They started off writing an Oscar-winning, script.
Yep.
Good Will Hunting.
So
And
I'm for it. And I mean, he already makes a good Batman. So now that he's involved, is anybody else gonna be involved with him? Is it just solo himself?
what they're saying is him and Jeff Johns have written the script, and Jeff Johns is pretty much the head of DC Comics, and like a classic comic writer who's
Right.
done great stories with DC.
Yeah, John's he's in charge of pretty much revitalizing the Flash. To be honest with you, in the comic
Flash
book world.
Rebirth and even
Green Lantern, yeah.
So that's something that I've felt for a long time, that these writing teams should have an actual comic book writer helping with the script, if not writing their own script.
I cannot agree any more. I mean, they already know this the subject. It's their livelihood.
It's their job. It's what they're doing.
And if
It's
you
their
look
careers.
at Marvel, that's what they've really been relying heavily on with the scripts and everything like that. It's something that's already been there. They're working on. Marvel isn't taking new stories.
They're taking existing material that's already out there and adapting it for.
Exactly.
And I don't know how Marvel's been doing it without comic book writers on the team writing these movies, because they just knock it out of the park every time.
I mean, think about it. So you have the perspective of a new, fresh idea, writers, right?
Yeah.
But you're bringing them to the table, something that's already written, and you're telling them, make this work now.
Adapt it.
Adapt it.
Yeah.
So they already have the background to it. So it's not like they can't throw far-fetched ideas, you know. They can't say, "Oh, the mask is gonna be digitally to the face," kind of deal. You know what I mean?
You're talking about Green Lantern.
Yeah. You know, stuff like that. You know, big cloud, or
The big poo cloud villain.
or Galactus be a cloud. You know.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, and those are people for that. They're like, cool. Why can't we make Galactus an old being and you just can't see him? That's people who have never had the comic book world.
Yeah, it's the movie studios that have like kind of had their hand in it.
And no matter what, a movie studio is in there for the business.
It's their movie because it's their money
Their money. It's in the end, it's a business.
Yeah.
No matter what, they can be fans, but business comes first, and they want to make a return in their investment. So not all the time, but a lot of times they do get involved.
They get in there and try to
And
make things. Oh, this will be cool, or you should do it this way.
And you have Fantastic Four, you know.
And yeah, and they've seen that. I'm sure all these movie studios have seen all these other projects that have failed, and for them to not realize, we should stay away from it. We should not, meddle with it. But
it's old money, so the studio heads have been there for a long time.
I don't get why they don't see that. It's just like, anyways. But that's.
But great news.
Great news, and I'm hearing they're gonna no word on what the script's gonna be, what the story's gonna be involving with the Batman movie.
Right.
But I'm hearing they're bringing in villains. There's gonna be villain cameos and like.
Awesome. Don't even explain
roles.
it. Don't even explain them.
Yeah.
Just bring the villains.
Just because we know, we all know, even common people know.
And if they don't, they'll look it up. They'll look it up. They'll ask about it. Fine.
Who the Riddler is and stuff.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
I can't wait.
That's gonna. I don't know how it's gonna. Is it gonna hurt because of BVS, or are people just gonna be forgiving because Ben Affleck was the best part of BVS?
No, it is gonna hurt, because it's still hurting right now. So it is gonna hurt. I mean, that's just flat out. I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna hurt. However, just like word of mouth is, it's gonna build up, and if it's a great movie, like I hope it is, and really thinking it's gonna be, then the momentum will be there.
And just looking right now, I'm bringing up
The timeline.
this little superhero movie box office top 10 as
Okay.
far as the comic book movies.
Right.
BVS is number 7 with 862.9 million so far, and it's still not out of theaters. So it's nearing $1 billion, which The Dark Knight hit, Dark Knight Rises hit, Iron Man 3, Avengers 1 and 2 over $1 billion. It even surpassed globally Deadpool, which has been
A huge
a huge critical and fan hit. So BVS is making money.
It is, but at the same time, it didn't live up to expectations. That's what it was. It just didn't live up to expectations that everybody held it. It didn't live up to my expectations. Was it a bad movie? No. Was it not conveyed better than it should have? Yeah. I mean, like we talked about it. It had its mistakes, but it's out there. Get over it.
It doesn't deserve the critical bashing that it's gotten. I don't think the positive word of mouth has gotten out there enough. Everybody I've talked to have told it's a good movie. Go watch it.
Right.
And a lot of people seem to believe more the negative stuff about it. Not even giving
And
it.
it just comes to they probably didn't want to really see it, and it just hearing that negative attitude kind of cements it. Like, hey, you know what? That's fine. But hey, waiting until it comes out on DVD, a lot of things can happen. Become better once.
I'm
DVD's
sure it's
released.
gonna add so much more with the DVD because of the director's cut version of it. which I'm excited for. I want to see that extra half an hour plus more footage and all the bonus features and stuff behind it. But yeah, it's just the whole us, the comic book fans, the comparison. Those fans that cause the Marvel versus DC stuff.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm for it both.
So
I love them both, and I love it all.
yeah, I mean, you can tell you're the DC fanboy, so you got a little biased opinion on it.
I am a huge DC fanboy, which I noticed after buying a new pair of shoes. They had to be DC shoes.
I remember that you sent me a text.
Wait a minute, I have a problem. I can't buy any other pair but DC shoes.
Well, you're just admitting it. That's it. No big deal. First step is admitting to it.
But I still love Marvel, as far as the movie world. Like I don't read many Marvel comics.
No, yeah, and you're still fresh into this world. I mean, honestly, what, 3 years into this? 4 years?
3-4 years.
But like I said, in the end, the topic of Ben Affleck having full control of Batman is a great idea.
Awesome. This is what these companies
Right.
should be doing.
Right. So I think that's pretty much it for DC news.
Yeah.
We got some new Marvel news. So we know Favreau is back.
Jon Favreau
Is back to Marvel.
Yeah, help produce with the Infinity War.
Correct. Now, he's been talking about possibly working on Iron Man as well.
That's awesome, because even
He said he's like, you know what, maybe I can,
come back to
it.
to direct.
Exactly, as a main director. And then we have Robert Downey Jr. In an interview with ABC, he mentions he'd like to have Iron Man 4. He says, because he said a year ago he's done with Iron Man. He said it. He's like, I'm done.
After the third one.
Yeah, I mean, he was the first. He's the first one that started the whole cinematic world of Marvel. And this was 10 years ago.
8 years ago today.
8 years?
8
Sorry.
years ago today.
So
Yeah.
that's a lot of time. You get tired. He likes to work on other projects and everything like that. Because he's still going to be in the Infinity War movies. He still has Marvel movies to do. But knowing that his friend is back and him getting excited for him to even say,
Yeah.
I can have one more in me. I'm getting excited.
That
It's
was
funny. You
good
can hear me.
news
I
to
have
see
one
that.
more in me. Amazing.
Because that was cool. I was cool with it. Like, okay, he's done with full-length Iron Man movies on his own.
And it ended in a
Just
good
being
note.
in
Yeah.
other movies is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, having another full-length Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man movie and directed by the guy who started it all, who's an amazing director.
I can't. I mean, God, I don't even know what to say. It's great.
I'm sure Marvel and Disney are like, let's work up the paperwork. Let's get these signatures. Let's get this movie going.
Oh my God,
now.
yeah. So, I mean, this is just them off comments. So there's nothing set in stone. This is just what Robert Downey said. He said it on ABC News, or NBC.
Yeah, the press junkets for the CBS.
So for him to be that excited to say it, I can't wait for that.
That's
Hopefully
exciting.
it happens. Hopefully
That's exciting. Yeah, just off this comments that each one made, I want this done like now.
Yeah.
Let's
So
get
this should
working on
happen.
it. I believe it's.
This should happen. This should happen.
I believe
But
it's gonna happen.
I mean, honestly, that's pretty much that's about pretty much it for Marvel news.
Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you heard about Dredd.
Is this with the Carl Urban, right?
Yeah,
And
so-
he kind of wants to take it to.
So we know that since Dredd has been a critical hit amongst fans, not a commercial hit, but with the fans, they've been pushing for part 2, and even Carl Urban was like, "Let's push it," but it lost money. So we go back again. In the end, movies still a business.
Yeah.
The people that back the movies want to return in their investment. This did not have a return on their investment, so it scared people away.
It was a good movie. Though.
It was a great movie.
This Dredd.
It was a great movie.
Was it titled Dredd 3D?
That's the problem. It was. It
Yeah.
was 3D puts a lot of people off, and it should have never been marketed that way. But lessons learned. Anyways, so people are pushing like, why not bring it to Hulu? Why not bring it to Netflix and stuff like that? And he started tweeting that it is in talks.
So it's officially in talks.
It's officially in talks.
Oh, that's exciting.
So God, yes. I mean, we have the medium. We have it. It's been proven to work.
Over the last 4 years.
So
that's it. Let's go straight to a streaming service.
who are beating cable subscription, are beating everything. Why not? I mean, God,
Makes sense.
your return on investment will be there. Netflix, I know a lot of people. I don't know a lot of people, but on the internet, the forums, a lot of people have been upset with some of the price hikes. but they're doing a return on that investment. They're not just raising the price just to raise the price to be dicks. They're raising the price because they're actually taking a lot of the revenue themselves and putting it back into the company.
They're giving more content.
They are.
Putting more stuff.
If you notice how many much originals we're seeing on Netflix, so you're seeing a return on their investment or on their charge, you know. So I'm okay if I'm paying $3 extra and it's because they're actually becoming more of a studio kind of company where they're having produce and direct or backing projects up, then go ahead. And I can easily see them being okay with this.
Yeah. And this, I'm sure, if it does happen, they could go to series. I'm sure it'll lead to another movie. Because they're going to see, like, oh, yeah, I mean, we got the fan base. They're there. They're watching.
Exactly. And even if it does that, I would love to see a series on this. I would love to see, you know, and I want to see Carl Urban back on it.
He was awesome.
Oh, yeah, and he's down with it. You know, when people play certain characters, they just fall in love with it. He's 100% in with that one. He's there. He's Dredd. He's our Dredd.
He is. That movie was freaking awesome. So underrated. It was violent. The violence was awesome.
Which is what Dredd comic books is all about. I don't know if you ever read it, but that's what it's all about. Just silly violence.
And this story in that movie, just standalone, you know, this apartment complex, raid style, let's go level by level.
And that's how it is. It's like Mega City 1 is all, I don't know if you know, but Mega City 1 is where he protects and everything.
Yeah, it's just like each, whatever, high rise is its own city, basically. And, you know, you got your drug lords and kingpins and mobsters and stuff that he has to take care of. It was a great movie. And for them to go to TV series would be awesome.
You know, it's funny because you used to think, oh, it's a TV series. It's not a legitimate means, you know what I mean? Medium, you know? And, you know, oh, my angle is to be in the movies, which is everybody's end goal to be in the movies. But now TV shows are making as much money as movies.
That's changed. It's the same thing over the last few years where you see movie stars, movie actors come to TV. To the series,
they're flocking to the TV series, you know? You would think that was like, it's beneath them kind of deal. But no, it's because it's more story driven.
Yeah, because you have the time to tell a more complete, full story with the beginning, middle, end, as opposed to an hour and a half to an hour, 2-hour movie. You got 10 to 12 episodes to really build up these characters,
right?
Build the world and make a more concise, complete story.
You can really fulfill a lot of geek boys, fanboys, whatever fans, you know, their dreams or their passion, you know. They can eat this up because, like you said, you can give them the story they've wanted without sacrificing.
Yeah, because in the comic book world, we get our 5-6 issue arc of a story.
And you can get that on TV?
Every other month, we get that on TV to see this world in real life.
Correct.
And each season would be like another arc, and just it builds upon itself, and it's exciting.
So, in the end, it's just him saying it's in talks, but they said the same thing about Daredevil. It's in talks. It's Punisher. It's in talks. The list goes on. I'm just hoping it comes to Netflix. Since I already have Netflix, I'm not gonna be a Hulu subscriber. So hopefully it comes on to Netflix.
Who has the rights to Dredd? As far as the movie, like the movie studio.
Oh, the movie studios?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Was it?
So it was mostly independent. See, that's why it was okay. So it was mostly independent.
Yeah, because it's not a strictly Marvel owned property, or not even. Like
so it was
Fox
independently produced. Yeah. It's probably why, like I said, it's a lot of investors since it's independently, so it's not big money.
For them to go straight to TV is gonna be a good thing there.
Yep.
Nice. That's good news with Dredd World. Because that reboot that came out was exciting.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to see more of it.
I've seen more part 2s on movies I've never asked for to see a part 2.
More part 2s and reboots even before that sequel.
Movies that didn't require it, you know.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber comes to mind. But anyway, so that's exciting. And to continue on with the movie world, Space Jam remake.
I've been hearing about this for the longest time, starring LeBron James.
LeBron James, of course.
Yeah.
So
taking over Michael Jordan's role.
What do you think about it? Did you see Space Jam? Did you grow up on it?
I did. What was it, like early 90s,
yeah.
mid-90s? Yeah, and that was when I was a huge basketball fan, and Michael Jordan was my favorite player.
Oh, of course.
So that was like right up my alley, you know, Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes, and Michael Jordan. So it was a silly movie. It was cool for what it was.
It was a good silly movie though. We really incorporated CGI with real people really well.
Yeah, early on in the days, like just kind of probably the biggest one of those types since Roger Rabbit.
Right.
The whole live action animated mix.
So I mean, we're adults now. So I mean,
Speak for yourself.
at heart we're still kids, you know. But we're adults, and now looking back at it, you're like, all right, so maybe the new generation needs their Space Jam.
Yeah, I could see it more for the new generation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for me. I'm not a sports fan anymore. It's been a while since I've seen any like Looney Tunes animated stuff. So.
And I'm wondering, is Looney Tunes has to be a staple behind the movie.
Yeah, they would have to be.
Okay.
It's a Warner Brothers property, Looney Tunes.
Yep. So,
but that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably long overdue. But it'd be cool to see what they do.
Yeah. So, I mean, besides that, any other
actually,
news?
you know what?
Oh, what's going on?
Because of LeBron James, did you watch Trainwreck? He was in that, remember? And he was
actually pretty funny.
Yeah, he was like the main character.
I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
I don't. As a sports fan, I hate him. But he was pretty good. He was actually pretty funny.
He had some funny lines. He's not the greatest actor, but you know
he played. I think he played his role pretty good.
He was a more exaggerated version of himself in that movie. So it was good. So I think that helped probably push the Space Jam stuff. So yeah.
All right, man. So besides movies, TV shows, you reading anything new?
I just picked up a new Alien title that came out.
Okay.
Alien, I think Defiance it was that I showed you. I haven't read that one. I picked up that last Batman Snyder Capullo. It was like it's kind of like a standalone issue. It was a kind of a love letter to the last 50 issues that we've read, and in reading it, like it starts out, you know, like Alfred comes down, gives Bruce a little protein shake. They joke. We see that Alfred has, spoiler alerts, Alfred has his hand back. You know, in comics, you always gotta kind of revert deaths and missing limbs and stuff and bring people back to normal. And then like this event happens where, you know, all the power goes out in Gotham City.
Right.
So Batman suits up and goes out, talks to Gordon for a bit, and like, okay, we've gotta keep our eye out. And Batman disappears to go like, you know, around the city looking for what's going on. And it kind of goes through a lot of the last 50 issues that they've written.
Yeah.
Like he infiltrates back to the Court of Owls, you know, their area, to see what they're planning. Are they involved with what just happened? Okay, no, that's not them.
So kind of like let's revisit these early memories we have.
Yeah, and he goes back to Arkham to see like if any of these villains had anything to do with it. And no, Arkham's fine, everything's cool. They weren't involved.
So it's a stroll down memory lane. That's what it really is.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's like I told you, it was a love letter to like the last 50 issues of what they've done, and it was kind of touching.
Did you get teary-eyed?
Not teary-eyed, but it was like it kind of like once I was halfway through, I was like, oh, I see what's going on. I see where the story's going. I know what's going to end, and it goes that way. I don't know if you can probably tell as I'm telling this already. So he visits like the Penguins area or his nightclub and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe they don't have anything to do with it. And possibly the Joker, what we see after the Endgame storyline.
Okay.
Joker is supposedly dead, but then a couple issues after, we see this character that may be the Joker, but he's just like a normal dude. That like it was kind of hinting like, is this the Joker, and does he have anything to do with it? No, nothing. And it just turns out it was just like a little tremor, a little earthquake. You know, turned out
in the end it was nothing.
In the end, everything was fine tonight in Gotham, and you know, and he's just kind of like standing over on top of a building, like, I'll keep a lookout, you know.
Yeah.
I'll just keep watch.
Oh man,
it was so,
a lot of imagery here.
It was sweet. It was touching, and like I knew that's how it was gonna end. It's like, I see what's going on here. They're not involved. Nothing is involved. I'm sure nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, nothing happened. It was just kind of like I said, a love letter to the past, 3 years of these stories with this writer and this artist. It was a cool way to end it. Just kind of like one night in Gotham, it's everything's cool, and Batman's cool. Still out there. And
it's funny that you mentioned Capullo, because I just forgot about this. But did you see what Capullo did?
What did he do?
He redrew all 50 issues in Bruce Timm's Tim Bruce's version of.
Are you sure it was Capullo or somebody else?
Yeah, it was Capullo.
Because I follow an Instagram of this artist who has done the covers of the issues as animated series style.
That was Capullo. I don't remember. Or was it somebody else that just had Capullo signature under it? Because I believe it had Capullo's signature on it. It was posted on Reddit.
Okay, it's this guy, Rick Sellis. Is this what you're talking about?
No. Yes.
That's the
Yes.
Yeah, it's this artist. It's not Greg Capullo.
Oh, so it wasn't Capullo. I thought it was Capullo.
No.
Or was it based on Capullo's?
It's yeah, because it's the Capullo cover art done animated
okay,
series.
So that's
style.
what it is. Okay.
So it's this artist that I saw on Instagram, Rick Sellis, RickCellis. He recreated all the Batman covers of the new 52 in animated series style. Right, this is what you saw?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah. But that is pretty cool, though. I like what he did with all these. So you guys check it out. Just give him a like, give him a follow. He's got some cool artwork.
So video games, The Division.
We've been both playing Division.
Yeah.
It's getting fun. I'm liking it. More and
we got to do a little bit of co-op earlier today.
That was cool, yeah.
I and that's what I was telling everybody early on. You remember when I bought the game? You know, I was only by myself, kind of not playing with other people. But once you get with a group, it becomes really fun because you really do feed off of each other. You were shooting people and you went down, I'd pick you up, and I saw that your health kept on getting depleted pretty quickly, so I dropped the briefcase that gives you health continuously for about 30 seconds.
That was cool because you don't even have to like go and try to heal me. You just drop the little thing and it heals me while you're still fighting off.
Exactly. I just drop it and I'm just shooting away.
That's cool. Yeah, because a lot of these missions require more like a higher and higher level of ranking or whatever. Because I'm barely at level 7, just leveled up. And a few of these that are from missions that require level 5 to 9 almost seem like it needs the higher level.
Right.
Because that one level, I never would have done it without your help.
Yeah.
Because I've tried it a few times and I was never able to get past the first little section, the little train yard.
Oh, the little wave.
Yeah, and then when you showed up and helped
just
out, it was just
them
like
away.
we finished it. Yeah, so that's cool. I'm liking the game. It's getting better. The only tedious thing to me is from mission to mission. Once you select something, it's just the running,
walking. Yeah.
The constant running or walking down the blocks to get to your next mission.
Yeah. So like, and I was telling you, like, just a little secret, or not a secret, just a quick way to do it is open up safe rooms or houses, open up dark zone areas so you can fast travel. Kind of like little quick ways to get into that mission area.
Cause I wasn't aware of that before. Mm-hmm. Like scrolling through mission to mission, I think I did notice at one point I saw it up in the screen, like details of it showed turn on fast travel.
Yeah.
But I kind of
forgot about it.
Yeah, by my mind. I'm sure I'll log in tonight and start hitting up the safe houses to open up more of the fast travel stuff.
And if my wife is knocked out, and daughter, everything's taken care of, I can get on and play with you, man.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to get a good headset to play with. Good headset, get some good sound like on the game and good.
I just gotta find mine, man.
Chat quality.
I got 2 Tritons, so I gotta find mine.
It's just sitting somewhere in the garage or what?
No, it's in our soon to be
our future showroom.
Yeah, so
nice.
I just gotta find it because it's a lot of connections to it.
Right on. Speaking of the showroom, I want to thank you guys, whoever did watch our Loot Crate unboxing.
Now, cool. Yeah, the awesome thing about that is it was a spur in the moment.
Yeah.
We've talked about we should do a practice test run, and we've recorded with Andrew's regular camera.
The DSLR.
So, and he was showing it to me, and I was like, you know what, it doesn't really look high quality. And then I remember that he has the new Android 7.
I just recently upgraded my phone, so I got the Samsung Galaxy.
The 7, and I was like, this shoots amazing high quality, and I'm a gadget nerd, and I was like, I remember seeing good reviews on this, how it records. So just on the spur of the moment, we're like, why don't we just Mickey Mouse this, put this on the tripod, and record ourselves doing this unboxing, with the sole purpose of just being a practice run for us.
Yeah.
Nothing new, it's just for us. And the video's crooked. We had tape on it.
Literally taped my phone to the tripod. And
right.
It was just like Mickey Moused it.
And put a tape in front of us and just went through the unboxing like we naturally would. And
And then you can tell at the beginning of the video because the flash was on the phone.
Right.
It's like I looked directly into the flash.
I even liked how you put the board in front of it and like that. That should be continue with
unboxing.
that. Yeah, have drawings on it. But it was fun, and 20 views. I mean, God, for people that's nothing, but for us that's amazing. 20
that's cool.
views. Yeah. So.
And yeah, I've gotten like some positive feedback from our friends at work that have seen it. It's like, hey, that's really cool. You guys keep it up, keep doing it.
So
and I just checked my phone. Yeah, I checked my phone, and I got the confirmation that the DC Legion of Collectors box, May 1st was the end date for that, so it's shipped. So hopefully I'll get it within this week. Maybe we could put up that unboxing video next week.
And we're, like I said, let us know how you like it, what you like, what you don't like.
Comment on there just for fun, give us some feedback. It was cool, it was fun.
So besides that, anything else to add?
No, we're just going to start working more on getting more video stuff.
Yeah.
Get that room set up for...
Thank you for you guys like I said, for who watched that. Subscribe, like, share. Hit us up. We're going to have logos or the stickers.
You working
version?
On that?
Yeah. So I'm already looking at prices. So we're going to start handing them out.
I'm excited about the stickers.
So it's evolving. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's been fun. And it still is. So
it's a blast. Yeah, I'm having fun with this. That's really cool.
All right. Thank you, guys. It's pretty much game over for us.
Yeah, game over. We'll see you again next week for more news.
If we have anything coming up, we might put that video up if the package comes this week, right?
Hopefully this week, yeah, we'll knock that out. Or if not, I was thinking, get your favorite story or your favorite trade that we want to just kind of review and...
that's right. We talked about
just kind of recommend to
just making more new shows. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
All right, guys. Thanks again for listening. Have a good night.
See you guys.